Fabulous people! Welcome to the channel for all the babes who create their own life trends. My name is Anastasia, and you are officially at my life. Want it or not, here I am. And I truly hope, guys, you will be able to get on this live because honestly I haven't done one in quite a few months, you guys know. So I just hope I done everything correct. Hope I made it available to everyone and everyone can see it. So I'm so excited, guys. We have so much information to cover today. It's going to be hopefully very informative for everyone who plans on traveling to Italy very soon. And just a few maintenance kind of rules, so to speak. If you're watching this live after I'm done, please don't worry. You can still leave your questions in the comments, and I promise I will respond. Oh, I see everyone coming in, logging in. Hi, guys. I'm going to start answering questions in just one moment. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, my fellow Americans, Canadians, everyone who is just waking up. So I'm going to start answering questions in 1 second. So what I was saying is that feel free to ask me questions during this live, but also feel free to ask me questions if you're watching this and the live is done. I will still answer all of your questions. You guys know I spend every single day in the morning. I'm not even joking, you guys. Even before I had my coffee, I get my laptop on and I start answering your questions. So this is part of my daily morning routine, so to speak. So I will be happy to do that. We have a lot to cover today. And today, the main topic is traveling to Italy in July. And a lot of people were asking me a lot of questions about traveling to Italy in the summer, and in particular, traveling to Italy in July. So I thought today I will gather all my top Italy travel tips for the summer, for July, and share them all with you. So I'm going to be giving you the information and at the same time answering questions when they pop up. So it's going to be kind of a hybrid between those two. So the first question is, do you need a tour for the Vatican? Okay, so this is what I think. In general, you do not need a tour or tour guide for the Vatican. You can go and explore Vatican on your own. You can just get a ticket and go and explore. You don't need to have a tour guide. But if you want to really learn about Vatican museums, really what's going on, what's in there in every single room, then you will definitely need a tour guide. This is just my recommendation because I think a lot of people don't realize how big Vatican museums are. There is just so much to see there in every single room. And if you're, let's say, not a big history buff, or the opposite, you're a big history buff and you want to learn more, then a tour guide, in my opinion, is a must, because this way, every single room in the Vatican museums will become alive. You know, you will be able to understand what is where, what are you looking at, because otherwise, it just, honestly, there is so much, it gets overwhelming and you have no idea what you're looking at. And then you come out and you kind of put a check mark in front of the Vatican museums. I've seen it, but the satisfaction is not there. You know what I mean? So I would, if you're really into kind of really understanding what is there, I think getting a tour guide is definitely a must for the Vatican museums. But if you're not so much into history, you just want to see it, but it's not that big of a deal, you're not planning on spending 3 hours at the Vatican's or 4, then certainly you can go there without a tour guide. Absolutely. You can do that easily. Just get a ticket online and you can go there. I hope that answers your question. All right, let's see. I'm seriously considering canceling my trip to Italy on the 23rd, given the stress of flying now. How is the situation at the airports, strikes, and luggage? Is a day trip to Tuscany worth it, or just focus on Rome? Okay, I hear you. I know it's been quite stressful flying right now. To be honest, I'm going to be flying to Greece on the 21st of July, and I'm getting a little bit nervous myself. I know the flying situation hasn't been the best. From based on what I've heard, people that I've met, because you guys know I do styling here in Rome, Italy. So I have a lot of clients who are flying here to do shopping with me. And lately, all of them had no issues arriving, no delays, nothing. But I also heard the horror stories. Um, People being stuck at the airports or their flight being delayed or canceled. So honestly, it's going to be one of those situations where it's going to be case by case. You might be lucky and have no issues getting here, or at the same time, you might get unlucky and have issues getting here. So I cannot say one way or the other. There are some people that are flying no problem, and then there are some people who are having issues. One thing that I can tell you guys is that I've never seen Italy as busy in July as it is this July. Honestly, it's unbelievable. Everything is packed, and I will get there. This is one of the subjects or topics that I want to discuss with you. But I can tell you guys that I can see why we're having issues, because obviously there is not enough staff, and at the same time, everyone right now wants to fly to Italy. It's unbelievable. I've never seen every single place this packed. So, all right, let's see. Oh, the Tuscany. So the question is, guys, is a day trip to Tuscany worth it, or just focus on Rome? So my answer is it depends how many days you are planning on spending in Rome. If you have at least 3 to 4 days in Rome, right? And then maybe you have an extra fifth day. I would go to Florence for the day. Yes, it is doable. The train is about an hour, like an hour and 10 minutes, something like this. Very easy. You go to the Roma Termini, hop on the train, and in about an hour, you're in Florence. So you can explore it, you can look at it for the day, and then come back to Rome. If in Rome you have just 2 days, no, I would focus only on Rome. How was the weather last week of September, beginning October? So the weather is still very, very nice in September. I personally love Italy in the fall and spring. It's beautiful. The weather is absolutely fantastic. I will do a video on what to wear in Rome or Italy in general in September, in October, November, in the fall. So don't worry, it's coming. But I would bring a nice mix between nice clothes, just t-shirts, regular things that you would wear during the summer for the day, but something a little bit on the warmer side for the evening, because in the evenings temperature will start to drop right away. So it's hot, hot, hot during the day, and then about 6, 7, it just drops abruptly. It's unbelievable. So I would bring a little bit something warmer for the evening time. Not something, don't bring a coat, obviously, but I would bring maybe like a leather jacket or a light sweater or a cardigan, something to cover yourself up. But yeah, the temperature, it's unbelievable how the temperature drops for the evening time. But not, again, not to those temperatures where you will need a coat or anything. And during the day, the temperature is incredible, guys. You will love the weather in September and October in Italy. It's incredible. Same for the spring. Love the weather in the springtime. Right now, it's well, we'll get there. We are from Australia, had no issues flying into Rome. We just left Rome for Sorrento, and all your videos we watched before heading to Rome have helped us so much. So thank you very, very much. Oh my goodness. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I am so happy. You guys don't understand, honestly, or maybe you do, how much it really means to me reading comments like this, because I really pour my heart and soul and so much energy and time into putting every single video for you guys, because I want you to have the most incredible vacation, the most incredible trip. So reading comments like this and knowing that I helped for someone to have the most amazing vacation, it just means the world to me. So thank you guys so much. All right, so let's see. The next question is, We had the best time. Any tips for Sorrento and Sicily? All right. Well, tell me specifically what you would like to know about Sorrento and Sicily, and I will be happy to respond. Uh, I all right, guys. You know, I'm always honest with you. And again, this is just an opinion of one person, and this is my personal experience. Okay, so I don't want for everyone to just. I realize sometimes I say things, and you know, I I don't know how to put it. I know the power sometimes my words hold, so please don't hold it to like the, you know, right now, if whatever I'm going to say right now about Sicily as a gold standard, but I'm just sharing with you my experience. I personally did not have the best experience in Sicily. And that is the reason why you're not getting a video on Sicily from me, and you probably will not get one in a long time, if ever. I went there about 2 years ago, and I did not care for my trip at all. So I do not want to share trips on Sicily, to be honest, tips on Sicily, only because I just, I would not recommend to go there. As honest, as neutral I can respond about it. All right, so let's see. Um, my girlfriend thinks you are amazing. Her name is Samantha. Samantha, hi Samantha, if you're watching or if you will watch after, thank you so much. Um, all right, thank you, huge help. Yes, I have been binge watching your videos too. Yay! I hope you guys are finding them useful. How much cash do I need for 10 days in Italy? I didn't realize how complicated it was to get euros in the US. You will not need a lot of cash in Italy. And the reason for it is because in Italy, cards are widely acceptable. The only situations where I see you needing cash, number one, are tips at the restaurants, because in Italy there are still no card machines where you can go and card machines. Hello. Okay, let's backtrack it. In Italy, you know how in the US or Canada or in most countries you can put your card into the machine and you can add the tip on top of that. You can decide in the machine if you want, you know, 10, 20, 30%, etc. In Italy, most places, I would say 95% of places, don't have that option. So you can add a tip on the card. So you pay with the card, but then after that you have to give them a tip in cash. And please remember that you do not need to leave 15 or 20% on of the total. This is not US, this is not Canada. Here in Italy, you know, if you have a big meal and you really like the service, you are more than welcome to leave, I don't know, 10, 15 euros on top of that. But don't feel the pressure that you need to sit there and calculate what's the 15 or 20% or 10% of the total of my bill. It's not expected here in Italy. Okay, so you will need it to leave a tip. Again, it's your choice to leave or not to leave. If the service was horrible, feel free to pay the bill and then just get up and go. You don't need to pay the tip, to give the tip, not pay the tip. So another situation where I see you needing cash is, for example, you just want to grab a bottle of water from a bar, or you want to have a cup of coffee. So anything, I would say, below 10 euros, it would be better if you pay with cash. But anything above 10, no problem paying with the card. You won't have any issues even if you do decide to pay with a card, anything below 10 euros. But they're not going to be happy about it. It's okay. They will obviously use the card, use your card, but just so you know, anything below 10 euros, Italians don't like that. They don't like when you give them a card for anything less than 10 euros, 10, 12 euros, around there. And another thing is, if, for example, you negotiated a better deal with someone here in Italy, if you paid cash. And I always tell you guys all the truth about how things are done here in Italy or Greece, whatever. And I sometimes I feel like I'm getting myself in trouble by telling you things like that. But it's just the reality of living in Europe. Yes, you can get better deals if you talk to locals and offer to pay in cash for certain things, certain services or things. So yes, it's just the reality of it. So if you do negotiate ahead of time, let's say a car rental or whatever, yes, they can give you a better deal if you tell them you'll pay cash. So you will need cash for that. But other than that, you will not need cash pretty much here. You can pay with your card for pretty much anything. All right, I just feel like I'm always the one who is saying this. I don't think that anyone else talks about things like that. All right, so let's see. We flew from Atlanta to Rome from July 4th through July 13th for our first time in Italy. Had a great time. Lots of people, but we didn't know any different. Okay, great, good. Thank you so much for the update. How much cash should I bring for 10 days in Italy? So I just answered that. Is it better to have cash? Can you pay for the trains with cash, or is it a credit card better? So as I said, you can definitely, even for the trains, you can pay with a credit card. Just please remember at any point is going to ask you if you should pay in euros or dollars. Make sure that you always select the local currency. So make sure you always select in the euros. It's just better for you, trust me. So thank you. We will take that advice on Sicily. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to be, it's the reality. I have to be honest with you guys. I can't be sending you to a place that I personally didn't care for. Thanks for all your help. We're going to Rome in 2 weeks, but we don't have any restaurant reservations. What local restaurants could you please recommend that we can go to without reservations? Thank you so much. Okay, so there are a few restaurants that you can go to without the reservations, and the reason for it is because they don't even accept reservations. So you are absolutely fine. The restaurants that you guys can actually go to, you can do Da Enzo al 29, you can do Piccolo Buco. So those places will not take reservations at all. Even if you call them, they will not answer. You can go to Tonarello in Trastevere. They don't take reservations as well. And by the way, guys, the big announcement, I was going to say it at the end and probably will say it at the end again. But if you guys want, because I know a lot of you have been contacting me, again, I'm answering, I don't know, about 30 to 50 comments every single day on my videos. Those of you who want more information on traveling Italy, traveling Rome, traveling Greece, if you want more of in tips, where to shop, which boutiques to shop, which restaurants to make reservations, what are the new terraces that are open in Rome. So all that in stuff, if you want a lot of that stuff, then I actually last week opened up a Patreon community, guys, and I was going to let you know about it at the end of this video. But just so you know, I now have a Patreon community, and I split it into 2 different groups for my fellow fashionistas and for jet setters. So those of you who are interested in the top stores in Italy and in Greece and those boutiques, everyone has been asking me about, Anastasia, what are those vintage stores? Anastasia, what are the best vintage stores in Paris? Or where did you get that shirt in Greece? Or how to shop, or when the sales are in Italy? All that inner info, you can go and sign up for the fashionista portion. There I'm posting every single week tons of stuff when it comes to style and fashion. And then those of you who are interested in the travel part, you can go and sign up for the jet setter. And in the jet setter portion, every single week you will get from me exclusive tips, the best restaurants in Rome, the best restaurants in Greece, everywhere I travel, the terraces, every single event that is happening in Rome. So you will be in the know every single week of all the top specific tips, specific ones that you want to know. You will be able to find it there. So if you want more from me, if you want more exclusive things, if you want more specific things, unique, detailed, then I do have now a Patreon community, guys. And of course, I would love for you to join. I just want to give you guys more, and I was looking for a way to be able to give you more. So those of you who do want things from me, more things from me, then you can sign up for my Patreon community. The link is in the description, and those of you who cannot find it, let me know. I'll post the link into your comments, but it's there, guys. It is there, and I hope to see some of you there as well who want more of an exclusive content from me. All right, I would, you guys, you know what, we didn't even get to the part where I was supposed, like, I have on my phone so many things that I want to share with you, and we didn't even get to that part yet. I'm just answering your questions. At some point I have to start, but let's see. So in some cases, it's like South America, you can negotiate. I miss it. Yeah, guys, yeah, in that sense, most, like, Greece is also like that, by the way. You can definitely do it. I have the entire video on it. Yeah, you can definitely do that here. Thank you for all of your videos. What is the best? You're more than welcome. What is the best hat to wear with dresses? I'm coming in August. All right, so I'm going to, again, just give it to you guys as is. If you're in big cities, if you're planning on coming to Florence or Rome or Venice, etc., most of the time you will not see Italians wearing hats. It's just how it is, guys. They just not. It's about how you look. It's about your hair. You will not see Italian women wearing hats. It's just how it is. If you're going into beach towns, if you're going to be in Capri or Positano, then yes, absolutely wear hats, any kind of hat, straw hat, probably baseball hat for men. It doesn't really matter. They're just more acceptable in the beach towns versus big cities. So it's up to you to follow this rule or not. I don't want to I don't want people are saying I cannot be without a hat, Anastasia. I get you guys. So if you can, then wear a hat and don't worry about it. But if you want to know, do Italians wear hats, straw hats in big cities? They don't. It's just how it is. Maybe I don't know, maybe you will see once in a while someone, but honestly, most likely it's not going to happen. They just don't do it. All right, let's talk fashion. I booked a photo session and the photographer said that I must dress formal. Interesting. In summer, what does that mean? I am from Latin America and living in the Middle East, so heat is no problem. Huh. Dress formal. Interesting. So if you're coming, so in the summer, okay. Well, I think it also depends on you, right? What kind of pictures you want. What's your vision for your photo shoot? But if you're coming in the summer, I don't know what agreement you guys have with them as far as what style of pictures you're planning on taking. But I assume what he means is just a nice pair of pants, a nice shirt, shoes, belt, and you should be good to go. I would wear nice, maybe cotton pants, nice linen shirt, make sure that it's tucked in, and of course make sure to wear a belt, the same color of shoes. It can be loafers. I mean, for formal, not really. You can't really do loafers. It would probably have to be more of a leather shoes. So again, it just depends what kind of photo shoot you guys agreed upon. But that is overall what I would think he meant, unless he really wants you to wear a suit, which would be very, very hot in August for you to wear a suit. So I would ask him just in case what he means by that. But I think that a nice pair of pants with a linen shirt with a nice belt to match the shoes will definitely do it. Hi, Anastasia. As a brown person, will I encounter racism when coming to Italy? Oh, oh, guys, the question. This is okay. So I'm just going to answer it as how it is. Um, there are some cases, yes. Unfortunately, that can happen. I actually watched a TikTok the other day, and there was a lady there who was sharing how she went to Rome, and she did encounter, unfortunately, this is very fortunate, she did encounter some um, racism, definitely, when she was here. For example, she went to a restaurant, and they had people sit in the front of the restaurant, and they put her at the table behind the column, and she was just very, very upset about it. So this kind of stories, I do hear them. I'm not going to lie, guys, this is unfortunate. Again, if Italians are watching, you guys can definitely, you're more than welcome to leave your opinion, share what you guys think, your experiences. This is a very, very, very serious topic, and I think that we all need to definitely be more aware of this kind of things. I can't believe that we even still talk about it in 2022, but unfortunately, yes, this kind of cases in Italy, I hear them happening, and they happened, and I heard people talking about them. So I cannot sit here in front of you and say, oh no, racism in Italy doesn't exist. No, you will be fine. There is a chance that you might encounter um, this kind of vibe, and I truly hope that you're not. I truly hope that you're not. And it's truly, truly unfortunate that in our day and age we still even have to talk about this, because this should not be happening, obviously. All right, so let's see. Yeah, it's very sad. Exactly, guys, exactly. All right, so while we have the questions paused for a second, let me try to get to the discussion that I planned for you guys. So I have it all on my phone. Let's begin. So, traveling to Italy in July. There are a few things that I want to give you guys, a few Italy travel tips that I want to share with you. All right, when it comes to traveling here in July, or traveling Italy in July in general. Well, first of all, guys, please remember that the deeper we go into the summer, the more you will see Italians being relaxed, being in the vacation mode. So most of them will start taking vacations around this time, and things are going to be a little bit slower. You know, in Italy, it's already, things are way more relaxed, of course, than in the US or Canada or Australia. So if you come to Italy, just please don't rush. Just be chill, guys. Don't trust to rush Italians. It just, it's not gonna work. Their mind already been on the holiday at least for a month, so things are going to be a little bit slower here, and you will see a lot of Italians around this time actually going for the weekends to the beach. So expect, especially large cities like Rome, Florence, Venice, to be quite empty during the weekend, because most Italians, they either already left for the rest of the summer to the beach, to their second homes, or they work during the week and then for the weekend they leave. So just expect weekends to be a lot more kind of, the streets to be a lot more empty that you would expect for them to be, because Italians are not here. And then during the week you will see a lot of Italians out and about, you know, spending time outdoors at the restaurants, in the cafes, in the bars, having dinners, having aperitivos. Please, guys, don't forget, and I know it surprises a lot of people who are coming from the US and Canada, etc. The dinner in Italy, guys, starts around, I would say the earliest for Italians, 8:30, 9 o'clock. So that is the start of the dinner time. So if you see the restaurants that is open at 6 o'clock, not the best sign, not the best sign. Because here is another thing, guys, that a lot of people don't know about. After lunch, which usually ends around 3:30, all the good restaurants, most restaurants in Italy, they actually close until the dinner time. So you're not going to have service at the restaurants, all day long. It's just not going to happen. So make sure that you're getting your lunch in around 1 o'clock, I would say like 1 to 3, because if you miss that, then the only things that will be available to you are either tourist traps or sandwich shops. That's about it. So make sure that you're having your lunch, I would say between 1 and 3, and then you will start, you'll be able to have dinner. I would say 7 o'clock the earliest, maybe 6:30, but 7 o'clock the earliest, and then all the way up until 12 o'clock, pretty much at night. Where is in Rome better exchange rate? Oh, you mean at the exchange places? That's a tough one, guys. I'm going to be honest. I haven't exchanged money in Rome in a long time. The last time I remember, the best one that I found was by the Pantheon. That kiosk had the best exchange rate, and I got the best deal there. So I don't know if it's still the case, because it was pre-pandemic, so I don't know if it's still the case, but that's where I got the best exchange rate. Do I need to pre-book campsites in August? Also, do they cater for gluten-free? I would definitely, guys, pre-book everything, especially this year. Absolutely. Do not wait with anything until last minute. There goes my fasting. Yeah, guys, Italians are very strict on a lot of things when it comes to food, guys. There are rules here. There are rules when it comes to the food, how to eat it, when to eat it, what to eat. Yes. Do you recommend to buy Roma pass? It depends, guys, what you're planning on seeing. It just depends. I don't have an opinion on it. I think it just depends what you plan on seeing. I probably wouldn't, to be honest. But again, it just depends how many days you're here, what you're planning on seeing, etc., what it includes. You guys know I made so many videos about sites that are truly worth, I think, in my opinion, for you guys to see. And then there are sites that I would skip. Are there Rome vegan restaurants? Yes, there are a lot of good vegan restaurants. Well, okay, let me take this back. Not a lot of good vegan restaurants, but there are some good vegan restaurants here in Rome for sure. So don't worry, you're not going to be starving here. And also, most restaurants will definitely be able to accommodate you. And also in a lot of grocery stores now in Rome, we have small shelves for vegan section. It's not as advanced, guys. Don't expect a lot of options, but there are some. Did I skip a question? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I did. I'm not sure if you know this, but how late do you recommend to come back from Sperlonga? We're thinking to go for the day, but must come back to our already paid hotel in Rome. How late do you recommend to come back? Are you guys renting a car? If you guys renting a car, you can come back at any time. Sperlonga to Rome is about 2 hours. So it honestly depends what you want to do. When I go to Sperlonga, the way I go is I go there early in the morning. So I leave around 7 o'clock. I'm there by 9. I spend the entire day on the beach. I eat on the beach as well at one of the restaurants there. Then I have another maybe 4 or 5 hours on the beach, and then I go up to the city for to the top of the town for aperitivo. Sometimes I stay for dinner, sometimes I just have aperitivo, and then I go back to Rome. So that is how I do my day in Sperlonga. Oh, you're going by train? I've never done Rome to Sperlonga by train. I'm going to be honest. I always done it by car. So you guys will have to see what is the latest train from Sperlonga to Rome. I'm planning on staying 50 days in Italy in September. 50 days! Good for you! Is it better to book everything in advance? Yes. Yes, Raphael. I would say yes this year. It's unbelievable what's going on. Everything is booked in advance. Everything is booked out. It's crazy what's going on. So absolutely, don't risk it this year. Hi, Anastasia. Where can I buy good ground coffee to bring home, and also the coffee maker? Oh, honestly, guys, good. You don't. This is Italy. You can find great coffee at any supermarket. Italians will not drink anything that is less than top coffee, even at home. So you can go to any grocery store, and I guarantee you will get a very nice coffee. And then, as far as getting the Bialetti coffee maker, we actually have stores of that brand. So when you see one here in the city center, I mean, I can count at least 3. Just type in into Google one of those stores, and it will tell you where it is, and you can go and get a coffee maker. They're very, very popular here. You will not have any issues finding one, for sure. We have the entire stores, and there, when you walk in, you might get some other stuff, because honestly, they have everything of that brand. So you will get the coffee maker, cups, my God, plates. I mean, everything you can possibly imagine of that brand. So it's kind of always fun to go there. Is a camper van, can you camp in a lay-by? I have no idea what that means. I have no idea. If you can please explain, but chances are I will not know. Even if I don't understand the question, chances are I probably will not know. Can you wear hats in churches? No. Make sure that you take your hat off in church. They're very, very strict about it. So no hats. All right. So where was I? So yes, as I was saying, make sure that you guys book everything in advance, because everything is packed with people right now, guys. Everything, restaurants, sites, streets. So please, please, please do not wait until you travel to Italy, until you actually physically get here, to start booking a restaurant or a site. Most of them are booked right now at least 2 weeks in advance, pretty much everything, guys. So please, I'm asking you, I want you to have the best vacation here in Italy this year. Please make sure, guys, that you're not waiting until the last moment, okay? So also, remember that, and I talked about it in one of my latest videos, that July 2nd, the biggest shopping sale starts in Italy. So for all my fashionistas out there, definitely take advantage of that shopping in Italy in July. So make sure that you guys are shopping, enjoying it. By the way, the deeper we go into the sale months, the higher the discounts are going to get. So they usually start anywhere between 30 and 50%. And then the deeper into the sales season we go, you can score some amazing items with 70, 80% off. That's how incredible it is. So if you're in Italy in July and the beginning of August, then definitely, guys, do some shopping. You will be able to save a lot of money. And on top of that, please remember to always have a picture of your passport with you, because this way you can claim tax-free. So not only you get an amazing sale, but you also getting tax-free on top of that. So definitely enjoy. We have big sales only twice a year. One is in July, and then another one is in January. So if you're here in July, take advantage of it, guys. Let's see. Ciao, Anastasia. And I like how I'm saying it in Italian way now. Where can I go to do vintage shopping in Rome? I will be there in October, and I want to do some little shopping. Cynthia, you will be able to get all that info on my Patreon community. And the reason why I'm not really giving you guys that kind of in-depth information is because I promised to my Patreon community, because it's an exclusive community. They are getting a lot of those kind of perks from me, so it just wouldn't be unfair for them to give me this, for me to give this information out there like that. Okay, so please don't be upset with me. It just as of respect to them, I promise that this is information that is going to be exclusive for them. But if you want to join the community, if you want to get that kind of access to that kind of information and way more, then you're more than welcome to join my Patreon community. All right, let's see. What are the chances to see the Pope? So it depends. In July, Pope does not do appearances, so you're not going to see him at the Vatican greeting people as he always does. But in August, it will begin again. So if you're here, depending when you're here, if you're not here in July, then if you're here in August, September, October, you have very good chance of obviously seeing him. So let's see. How can we book everything in advance? Through each place website. You will have to go into each individual website. Like, for example, if you want to book a restaurant, just type it into Google their phone number. Sometimes you can book it online, sometimes you will have to call them. Same goes for all the sites. If you, let's say, want to book Coliseum, you go to the website, you just type it into Google tickets Coliseum, and it will give you buying a ticket for just Coliseum, buying a ticket for Coliseum and Palatine Hill. So it will give you a lot of options, and then you will decide. So you will have to go, and see what you want to see, and then go to their websites individually and either make a reservation at the restaurant or book a tickets, let's say for Borghese Gallery, etc. What will be great city to see, which closer to Rome? We have 10 days to spend in Italy. I would do Florence then, guys. It's very close to Rome. It's actually about an hour from Roma Termini to Florence, and there you guys will be able to see some absolutely incredible things, obviously, especially if you're into museums. Florence is famous for the museums. So you guys, if you're into arts, Florence is a great day trip from Rome. Let's see. I mean, I would even maybe spend a day or two. Just depends. If you have 10 days, I would, if you love museums, I would definitely maybe even spend a day or two in Florence. But yeah, Florence is a great one to visit. Let's see. Do you know a campsite on the outskirts of Rome? Unfortunately, I do not. I don't. I've never done that before. I believe it's the dome that requires many steps to get to the rooftop. We have a 6-year-old. Can children do the stairs? If not, should elevator tickets to be purchased in advance? Thanks. Okay, so all right, this one I have to actually give you guys in more details. So yes, to get to the top. So for those of you, if you don't know what the question is about, if you go to visit not Vatican museums, but St. Peter's Basilica, which obviously there are two separate sites in the Vatican. If you go to see St. Peter's Basilica, right, and you want to get to the very top of St. Peter's Basilica, you will have to climb the steps. And I wouldn't recommend anyone who is claustrophobic or you're not comfortable with a lot of steps. I don't remember exactly the count of the steps, but I believe it's closer to 4,000 steps, 3,000 something, like 3,800 something. Again, maybe I'm exaggerating, but it's a lot of steps. So what happens is when you start walking to the top of the dome, you cannot turn back. Once you embark on the journey, you have to carry it through, because what happens is, guys, there are people behind you and there are people in front of you, and it's only one way. So you cannot turn back, because the steps, the higher you get, the closer you get to the dome, the more narrow the steps are going to get. So you cannot turn back. That's it, guys. Once you are there, you have to see it through. So you continue that walk, the steps get smaller, the ceiling gets kind of, what's the word? I'm losing it, guys. The ceiling gets you know what you know what I mean. I don't know why this word is escaping me, but pretty much you just feel eh, there is not a lot of space. So even if you take the elevator, and this is the thing that I want you to understand about the elevators, even if you take the elevator, it's not going to go all the way up. I think it stops kind of in the middle or a little bit higher than the middle, but you still will have to do the steps. And the worst steps are closest to the dome because they're this narrow. The walls are pretty much just coming at you from left and right. There are people behind you. It's extremely hot. There's no aircon. Now, I don't want to talk you out of it, guys, because the views from St. Peter's Basilica from the top are out of this world. You see Rome like you cannot see from anywhere else. You see Vatican. It's so worth it. And then once you see everything, take pictures, you go back, but it's another staircase. So it's the one that takes you down. So I love it. I really do. I would do it over and over again. But again, I'm not claustrophobic. You know, I do a lot of steps as it is. I run, I exercise. I have no issues with being in extreme heat, etc., etc., etc. But if you feel like this can be a bit challenging for you, I would think twice before going because it's not the easiest journey of them all. Okay. I went one time there with a friend and it wasn't pretty. All right. So just wanted to let you know. And he's very much afraid of being in small spaces, and it was extremely hot, especially in the summertime. So I just want you to be prepared what to expect once you embark on the journey. Okay, so what's a great look for Lake Como in late September, please and thank you. A great look. I'm not sure what you mean. A great look. Do you do personal shopping in September? Is that a good month? Thank you for asking, Yvonne. Yes, I do personal shopping in September. I'm getting booked very, very fast. I actually have just a few days left that are open because September and October, guys, are two busiest months out of the entire year for us. So September and October, guys, if you're coming here during those 2 months, just so you know, again, all the sites, all the activities, all the restaurants are booked far, far in advance. So yes, I will be doing personal shopping here in September, and September is actually a great month to do personal shopping and styling because this is when the fall winter collections arrive. So you will be able to get your hands on the top of the top items. We will still have them in all the sizes, all the colors, all the shapes. So it's definitely a great time to do some incredible shopping in Rome. So if you are coming to Rome and want to do some personal shopping, then definitely send me an email, send me a message, and I will get you on that list. All right, let's see. How do you keep in shape with all that delicious, rich food? Honestly, Carol, it's well, for me, it's two things. First, I am genetically already pretty skinny. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really have issues, never had them, knock on the wood, with weight. But I think it's also the quality of food is so much better here than when I was living in the States. It just, everything is so fresh, so fresh. And there are so many habits that I acquired here when it comes to consuming food that I've never had in the States before. Like, for example, shopping for food once a day. We don't just buy things in bulk and then keep them in a refrigerator, let's say for a week, like I used to do in the States. Here, you go shopping pretty much every single day, grocery shopping. So you buy for one day, you cook everything fresh, and then you eat it, and then you go to a grocery store the next day. Another thing here is that everything is just so extremely fresh. If we eat mozzarella, ricotta, stracciatella, it's all the same day. So they make it the same day and you eat it the same day. We don't buy ricotta one day, on Monday, and then eat it on Wednesday. And same for the stores. They don't make it on Monday and then sell it up until Wednesday. Everything is super fresh. Everything is eaten that very, very same day. And then again, a lot of rules when it comes to food. Like, for example, in Italy, you eat salad last, not at the beginning, because Italians believe that having salad after you eat all the food, it helps you to digest better. So there are a lot of things that I learned of how to consume food in Italy. And I think that helps also. Also, the fact that everything here is seasonal. So you're not going to have winter vegetables in the middle of a spring, et cetera, or in the summer. So we eat very seasonal in Italy. And moving around, guys, I'm not going to lie. Those of you who've been to Italy, we walk here a lot, and we really do. And imagine doing this every single day. Like, for example, on average, I walk about an hour and a half, 2 hours every single day. It's a part of my lifestyle. So imagine walking 2 hours every single day, and then on top of that, I do horseback riding. On top of that, I do workouts. So I do stay quite active, and so do most Italians. So between the food and being very active, I think it really, really helps a lot to stay in shape here. And one thing I want to add here is that in the States, for example, I had pasta maybe once in 2 weeks, once in 3 weeks, because in the States, pasta quality is very different, and just the way they make pasta dishes. Here in Italy, I can have pasta every single day and nothing, guys. Nothing. It's incredible what the quality of ingredients, the quality of food actually does. So let's see. Best place to visit in Amalfi Coast, please. Oh, so in my opinion, I am in love with Positano. Love, love, love Positano. It's my favorite place. The second is Capri. Now, please keep in mind, Capri gets extremely expensive, unbelievable. I was actually looking at some Airbnbs in Capri about even a few months ago, and there were some Airbnbs in Capri that were going for 240,000 per month. So I'm not saying, obviously some of them were cheaper, but they were still very, very expensive. So Capri is very expensive, but I personally love Positano. It's my favorite place in Amalfi. I love the vibe of Positano. I love the views of Positano. I love the food, the restaurants, the feel, the shopping. I love Positano. That is my favorite place in Amalfi. It's like a roller coaster. Once you're there, it's over. Yeah, I heard the elevators skip you 300 steps. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, guys. I don't remember the number of steps, but the thing is, a lot of people think if you get an elevator, then you're good. And sometimes they don't realize that you still have to do quite a few steps, even if you do get an elevator for St. Peter's Basilica. You're still the greatest, Anastasia. Thank you, guys. Should I buy a coat in Italy or the US? Honestly, I would buy it in Italy, just because, in my opinion, you can actually get a better deal here, quality to price, than in the US. Because I do shopping in the US as well. I fly to New York, so I do personal shopping and styling in the US as well. And I can tell you guys, a lot of times, things that I see in Italy, and then pretty much the same things in the US, same quality, but the price 3 times more. 3 times more. It's unbelievable. So if you're in Italy, definitely take advantage of it, for sure. And plus the style, guys, it's unbeatable. Italian style, Italian fashion, and you will get so many more options than in the US. I would definitely get one in Italy. Ciao, Elisa. All right, let's see. What's my favorite restaurant in Rome? Oh, guys, it's I mean, how can you have a favorite? It depends for what. Are we talking about Michelin star one? Are we talking about trattoria for Roman food? Are we talking about pizzeria? give me at least some kind of a direction, because this is Rome. There's so many incredible places. We have 10 days in Italy, 3 days in Rome, 1 day in Florence. And what is your opinion would be great city to visit in the middle or north part of Italy? So 3 days in Rome, 1 day in Florence. Well, it depends when you are going to, right? So, and depends what you like, what's your budget, depends on a lot of different things. If you've never seen Florence, I would definitely recommend to see Florence. I know it's a cliche, but it's also just one of those cities that you have to see at least once in your lifetime. You just have to. It's incredible. First time I saw Florence, I was blown away. You can see and watch as many programs. You can watch reels. You can see pictures of Florence. I mean, Venice. I apologize, but when you are there, it's a totally different. It's a total different thing. So I would do Venice. Again, depends when you're going, but if you're going to Venice, I would also look into doing Lake Como, because that's obviously just incredibly gorgeous place. So look into those. If you're asking me about Milan, I know you're not asking me, but I'm going to tell you, it's not one of my favorite places. So if you are going up north, it's up to you. Again, it's a matter of preference. I know there are some people who are obsessed with Milan. They love it. I personally wouldn't. I'm traveling with 2 kids, 4 and 8. Do you recommend taking a small stroller? Yeah, especially if you're going to be exploring a lot, they might get very, very tired. I would for sure. You are going in August. Have fun. Have fun. All right, let's continue, guys. So the another great thing about for those of you who are coming to Italy in July, is that in July we don't have any national holidays. So everything will be open in July. So you're not going to find a day when things are closed. And I know maybe for some of you, you're like, well, what's the big deal? Trust me, there are so many national holidays pretty much every single month in Italy. And during that time, everything gets closed pretty much. So the fact that there is a month where we do not have any national holidays is a big deal. So that is one of the pluses traveling Italy in July, is that you will not have to deal with things being closed. And also, please remember, guys, since we talked about food, please remember that if you are visiting Italy in July, you absolutely have to have seasonal things, right? So you absolutely have to have tomatoes, because the tomatoes right now, guys, I promise to you, you will never have tomatoes like this in your life. It's like they just melt in your mouth. They're so sweet, they're so delicious, they're so juicy. It's out of this world. So please have some bruschettas. Just get yourself some tomatoes from the grocery store, from the fresh market. Better, even better this way. Put some fresh Italian olive oil with some freshly baked bread. Pour yourself a glass of white wine or rosé, and just enjoy, guys. Oh my god, it's heaven, guys. You're in Italy, so please take advantage of those incredible tomatoes that we have in season right now. And also, of course, as far as fruits, apricots, watermelons, melons. Okay, I need to switch the subject. I'm starting to drool. Ciao, Anastasia. I am loving the clothes, wearing the red skirt now. Do you have a favorite town in the Tuscany region for winery visits? Oh, Shannon! Yay! I'm so excited. Shannon, guys, did a personal shopping with me online. So we met online. We discussed every single thing that she wanted. She wanted a beautiful new wardrobe. And then I got to work and I picked some pieces for her new wardrobe. And now she is enjoying wearing all those pieces. And I'm just so happy. Shannon, so in Tuscany, in Tuscany, there's so much out there. So I I personally, if you're going to Tuscany, I would do Termes of Saturnia. I absolutely love them. I think they're just one of the most beautiful and picturesque things you'll ever see. So if you are into Termes, I would definitely go to Termes of Saturnia for the day and then stay there for the evening maybe, or for the lunchtime, have some amazing local food in one of the trattorias. It is so cheap, it's unbelievable. Have some local wine. It's just, in my opinion, that would be just such a beautiful day in Tuscany. Well, hold on. You asked me about the winery, and I'm talking about the Termes. You can see where my mind is at. I'm like, wait a second. Let me reread the question again. Um, I'll send you a few recommendations. I'll send you a few recommendations. And the reason why, I need to, things changed a bit post pandemic, so I need to see right now what's open, and I need to see right now what is happening in general. So I will send you a few recommendations. I'm going to make myself a note to do that. All right. What's your favorite authentic pasta restaurant in Rome? I would say I really, really like Pasta e Vino in Trastevere. I really like that place a lot for pasta, because they make pasta in there. They make it in house. And I think the way they make it is out of this world. And the cool thing about that place is that there is a nonna, grandma, who is standing outside, so you can see how she's making pasta by hands. So whatever you're going to be eating, it's made by her. So I think that's really cool concept. What pizzeria and dessert place do you recommend? Thank you. We are so excited about trip to Rome. So for the dessert place, guys, I actually have two videos on my channel. One is top 5 gelato places, and then top 5 tiramisu places. So any of those things that you pick, you can go wrong. They are absolutely incredible. Another, actually, ice cream place that I want to add there, gelato place that I want to add there, is Fata Morgana. I think that recently Fata Morgana has just been killing it. I've been been ordering almost every day from Fata Morgana. It's very dangerous because they actually have a delivery service. So not the actual gelato place, but they are part of the Deliveroo, which is a delivery service where you can order food for home, like it's like Uber Eats. And I don't know why they've done it to me. They are now on Deliveroo, so it's like, at least, yeah. Anyway, it's incredible. Just trust me on this one. We are in Lake Como for 4 days and then not sure where to go next within 3-hour drive heading south. You can definitely do, is it your first time in Italy, or you've been here before? There is so much you can do here. I mean, you can do, again, you can do Venice. I would explore Bologna. There is not much to do there, but the food is incredible there. I would go even just for food, if nothing else. I just heard that you said about August that it months not to go there, that everything more expensive. Where would be better European country to go in August? I mean, honestly, guys, honestly, most of the Europe is going to be like Italy in August, because this is European. This is a time when Europeans take their vacations. Period. It's just the time of the year where most Europeans go on vacation time, and hence most of the things are going to be like that. If you think Greece is better, or Portugal is better, or Spain is better, it's not the case. It's very expensive in this kind of popular destinations, right? So Portugal is going to be very expensive in August. Greece is going to be very expensive. Trust me, I'm going there in August. Italy, you name it. It's just how it is in August. So it's like pick your poison, so to speak. But it doesn't mean that you're not going to have a great time. This is Italy after all. You will definitely have a good time. But what I meant by August, if you have a choice and if you can avoid Italy in August, I would. Or if you do go, I would go at the end of August. Okay, so I would not go in the middle of August. That is absolute not. I hope you're not going in the middle of August. But if you're going at the end of August, the conditions, so to speak, are much better because Italians start to come back from vacations, places start to reopen, the heat starts to go down. So it just way more favorable to travel Italy in August. Okay, at the end of August. My mind is already on the questions. The one restaurant that I really want to go to is the Enzo, but I saw they don't take reservations. Just wanted to ask if you've ever been and if it's really good. Yes, I actually mentioned the Enzo about 20 minutes ago. Yes, the Enzo is very, very good. Yes, they don't take reservations. And yes, you will be in line for about an hour and a half. The only way to avoid it is if you come to the Enzo. So I think they open at 6 in the evening, I think. Even if you come at 5:50, there's already going to be a huge line, even if you come at 5:30. So if you're really keen on eating at the Enzo, you can, but I mean, if you don't want to, I mean, you will be waiting regardless. But if you want to be one of the first ones to be seated, I would go there at least an hour prior to their opening. It's incredible, the lines at the Enzo. And you have to understand, yes, the Enzo is good. The Enzo is very good. But do we say that the Enzo is absolutely the best restaurant in Trastevere? No. No, it just who gets the best marketing. Okay. So the Enzo is great. But if you, let's say, want an alternative to the Enzo and it's it's not a deal breaker for you, I would go to Mani in Pasta. It's fantastic. It's just as fantastic. The only thing about Mani in Pasta is that they don't have the outside area, only inside. All right, guys. I think I need to excited to go to Italy in the fall. Yay! I'm so excited for you. I think I need to start going through my list, guys. I have so much to share with you, and I've been talking for an hour. My favorite restaurant in Rome, we went at Easter, is near the Vatican, called Ristorante Arlo. I'm in Italy from Monday, Thursday. Do I have enough time for Rome and Venice? Also, do you have a PDF with food and attraction recommendations? So to answer your question, I wouldn't do Rome and Venice if you have only Monday through Thursday. I would do just Rome because Rome will need this time, trust me. And Venice is quite far from Rome, so you're going to lose a lot of hours just traveling from Rome to Venice. If you want two cities to cover two cities, I would do Rome and Florence. So I would do that. Now, as far as a PDF with food, again, as I told you guys, you can find all the best restaurant recommendations. You can find terraces, the best, all the information, what's happening in Rome, what's happening in Italy, what's happening in Greece, all that stuff on my Patreon page. So there I give you guys the creme de la creme. So if you are interested, you guys are more than welcome to join my Patreon community, and there you will find all the lists, all the most important things to know about Rome, all the events, all the best exclusive things I'm sharing with my Patreon community. All right. I'm sorry, you might have answered this question. Which pizzeria should we visit? Thanks. There are quite a few ones. Again, it's all on my Patreon community, but one pizzeria that I would recommend is Piccolo Buco. Let's see. We are traveling the whole of August in Italy. At least I'm more prepared. Yay. All right, guys. So let's continue. I got through just this much, guys. I don't know how I'm going to. let's see. So let's talk about where to go in Italy and things to do in Italy in July. Okay, so I actually have this information for you over here. And once I get through this list, then I'll go back to answer the questions, the next set of questions that you guys might have. So in July, guys, I would recommend to, okay, this is just a recommendation. I'm not saying that you have to do it, but in July, preferably, I would avoid visiting big cities, because you have to remember, guys, in July, the temperatures are just unbearable. Honestly, guys, it is so hot. It's incredible. I don't think you would, unless, I don't know, maybe if you're, I don't know, from Texas or from South America, maybe, but I don't think you ever experienced temperatures like this. And this year, it is so hot. It is so humid. It is so muggy. It's just, it's unbelievable. I've never seen summer like this in Italy. So if you can, and you're coming in July, I would avoid big cities. So where should you go? What I would recommend, if you are big into, let's say, into beaches like I am, I would look into Puglia. Puglia is fantastic, beautiful place, incredible food, beautiful beaches, very affordable still, until more people find out, and then it's probably going to turn at some point into Amalfi Coast. But right now it's still beautiful. Then another thing I recommend is, of course, the Amalfi Coast. Amalfi Coast, we just talked about Positano and Capri. Again, if you are coming in July to Italy, I would say Amalfi Coast is a must, unless you're a budget traveler. If you are a budget traveler and you want to see Amalfi Coast, probably your best bet would be staying around Sorrento and then going and exploring Amalfi Coast. Or if you really, really want to stay in near Positano, but not in Positano, I would look into Praiano. Praiano is very close to Positano, and it is still quite expensive, but not as expensive. And you have buses that run from Praiano to Positano very, very often. And if you really want to, you can even walk. It's probably going to take you good 40-50 minutes to walk from Praiano to Positano, but just so you know, you can even do that. So Amalfi Coast is definitely one of those things. And Cinque Terre, don't forget about Cinque Terre. And then for all the kind of people who are not on the budget and who want the best of the best in Italy, I would say Sardinia is probably one of the best places as far as beaches in Italy. Actually, Sardinia for years been called the Maldives of Europe. The water like you see in Sardinia, you probably will not see anywhere, not only Italy, but Europe in general. It is something out of this world beautiful. So Sardinia is one of those places that you definitely want to visit. But again, it's not for budget travelers. Not the entire Sardinia, but a lot of Sardinia is quite expensive. That's where a lot of oligarchs have their yachts and houses, villas, mansions. So it's quite expensive. Again, you can still find good deals, but if you really after the top beaches, Sardinia is your place. Okay, now if you are heading to if you're big with mountains, then I would recommend for you guys to go to Dolomites. Dolomites are fantastic in July. If you love hiking, if you enjoy this kind of outdoorsy sports, then head to Dolomites. You are going to absolutely love Dolomites in July in Italy. And of course, those of you who want to be by the water but maybe not by the sea, then of course we have tons of beautiful lakes here in Italy. Like, of course, we talked about Lake Como, Lake Garda, all the beautiful lakes here. They are absolutely incredible. And so if you're a lake person, then definitely try to explore one of those or a few of those. And also, don't forget Tuscany beaches, guys. I know that Tuscany is famous for their termes and wines, but also please remember that there are some really, really nice beach towns in Tuscany. So I would recommend for you guys to explore some beach towns in Tuscany. As a matter of fact, a lot of Italians here in Rome, for example, they actually have second houses in Tuscany by the beach. It's also very, very popular. And another tip that I have for you guys is try to avoid seeing all those sites, archaeological sites, in the middle of the day, like, for example, Pompeii or Roman Forum. Because during the day, you guys, it's going to be incredible. Trust me, you're going to be done for the day. The heat, the sun, the humidity is so exhausting that you will see that and you will be done for the rest of the day. So I would recommend for you guys to avoid, if you're coming here in July, to avoid seeing archaeological sites in the middle of the day. Try to see them early in the morning or later in the evening time, but not in the middle of the afternoon. Okay. Let's see. Thank you so much for your answers. You're amazing. I will join your Patreon. Oh, yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I promise, guys, there is so much content that I'm releasing for my Patreon. I just started this community, and so much content more to come every single week for you guys. We're taking bicycles, so I presume that'll be helpful. Yeah, of course. Just be careful, please. I see so many people fall off the bicycles and motorcycles. I was walking in Trastevere a day ago, and there was a woman who literally fell in front of me on the motorcycle, hit the car in front of her. Just be careful, especially if you're going through cobblestones, let's say, or some surface, especially if it rained. It just be careful of your surroundings, and also cars. Just yeah, I've seen some ugly things happening. I'm not talking you out of the bicycles. I think it's a great way to explore the city. Just be careful. That's all. Thank you, Anastasia, for your time. My pleasure. In July, all the sea places are too hot and crowded. I would suggest the mountains, the Dolomites, Aosta Valley, Trentino, Piedmont. Yes, exactly what I said. If it's too hot for you by the beach, then going to places like Dolomites is a great alternative. Lake Maggiore, Lake Orta, Puglia, Abruzzo, esatto. Bravo, Andrea. All right, so let's continue, guys. So we talked about where to go in Italy, things to do in Italy. Now let's talk about what not to do in Italy. So guys, one quick tip that I wanted to give you, those of you who plan on going to Amalfi Coast. A lot of people are asking me, how should I get to Amalfi Coast? If you're going from Rome, obviously you will get on a train at the Roma Termini, and then you will arrive to Naples train station. Now from there, you have three ways of getting to Amalfi Coast. One is, my personally favorite one is just hiring a private driver and having him or her drive you from Naples train station to your destination in Amalfi Coast. I personally prefer that because I don't want to be running around carrying my bags. I don't want to be figuring out things. I want to get there as fast as I can, as easy as I can. I want to enjoy the picturesque views, blah, blah, blah. So that is my favorite way. The private driver costs around 120 euros one way to be picked up at the Naples train station and then take you to the Amalfi Coast, to your destination. For me, I cannot put a price tag on the comfort. I love it. I don't want to be worrying about things. But again, this is just my personal preference. Now, guys, Another way is by getting on a bus. There are buses that run from Naples train station and even from Naples airport to Sorrento and to Positano. So you can always hop on the bus. Just make sure you get a ticket in advance. And the price is going to be around 10 euros per person if you decide to do a bus option. And then the third way is by the sea. You can get into the boat in Naples at the harbor, and it will take you to either Sorrento or I believe Positano. You will have to see it. And I think the price of the ticket is around 15 euros, and the boat ride is going to be about 80 minutes. So that is another way for you to arrive from Naples to Amalfi Coast. But that is the way, pretty much Rome, Naples, Naples, Amalfi Coast. One thing I do not recommend, it's like the don't of Italy, is renting a car and doing that trip on your own. Just trust me, it's probably going to be the most stressful car ride of your life, because what happens is as soon as you get to Naples, well, first of all, driving in Naples, I think it's only reserved for the people who are born in Naples, because driving in Naples is an art that needs to be studied for years. It's extremely stressful. But even if you do the Naples thing, and okay, the road from Naples to Amalfi Coast, it's extremely narrow, it's extremely windy, and on top of that, you have huge buses that are constantly coming at you. And because the roads are so narrow, you have to share the space with the buses, and it just gets so crowded, and you kind of look on the other side and there is the edge of the cliff. You can, I mean, I'm not joking, you can really just fall off if you are not careful driving. And those buses, obviously the drivers are extremely skilled, they've been doing this their whole lives. But you, if you are not skilled of driving in Amalfi Coast, I promised you guys, you're going to lose like 50 years of your life just trying to get from that Naples train station to your place in Amalfi. And I heard so many bad stories. I know people who fell on the roads. I know people who even if you rent a motorcycle, I know people who broke legs, and it's extremely stressful. And you will understand what I'm talking about once you actually do that entire road. It doesn't matter if you do it on the, with a private driver or on the bus. You will see what I'm talking about once you get there. It's a skill to drive on those kind of roads. So I would not recommend renting a car to get from Naples or to get from Rome to Amalfi Coast. That is the only place that I really would rather you get a transportation, get a driver, get a bus, get a ferry, get a plane, whatever it is, just don't drive yourself. Let's see. Great info about Italy. Love your YouTube videos about Rome. The tips are so practical. Thanks for making. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you. All right, so now let's cover really quick travel restrictions in Italy for this year, for 2022. I made, obviously, the last video that I made, guys, nothing really changed for you. So pretty much from now on, all the restrictions have been lifted. As of right now, I don't know what's going to happen in September, guys, but as of right now, all the travel restrictions have been lifted. So when you get to the airport, all you need is just your passport and a ticket, and that's it. So you guys are good to go. So you don't need any extra documents. You don't need to show vaccination cards, nothing like that. Now, please keep in mind that you still need to wear masks in public transportation here in Italy. They were thinking about getting rid of that rule, and then what happened, actually, cases started going up and up and up. Just so you know, Italy right now is experiencing record numbers of cases again. So I don't know what's going to happen. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, guys, I will keep you posted. I will keep you posted on all the updates, as I've always done. If something changes, you guys are going to be the first ones to know. So if you are not subscribed to my channel and you're watching this, remember to subscribe, because I'm always keeping my fabulous community informed about any possible changes on the travel restrictions. But as of right now, you guys are good. No problems. Just please remember to have your masks on when you're going in public transportation in Italy, be it metro, be it buses, whatever it is, you will have to wear a mask. I'm so glad about the travel restrictions to be lifted. There is the reason why I'm able to go. Oh, I'm so excited for you. All right, so let's see. Last one, guys. We're almost done. What to pack for Italy? I know I talked about it, guys, in my video. I made a separate video about it per your request. What to pack for Italy. But guys, again, as I said, please remember that summers in Italy in general, and this summer in Italy in particular, it is so hot, guys. You will not believe we have really record temperatures. And so what that means, try to definitely bring all the clothes, that the breathable clothes, like for example linen. As you guys know, I live in linen my entire summer, every summer, be it in Greece, be it in Italy. I love linen, cotton. Please just don't bring anything synthetic, anything where your skin cannot breathe. Guys, it's unbelievable. The temperatures here are just I've never been in Italy when it's been this hot. So then another thing, guys, that I recommend for you is obviously bringing a water bottle. Make sure that you bring a water bottle. Please make sure that you don't buy water, because I just feel like it's money wasted. We have fountains, guys, on every single corner, everywhere. Just come up, fill it up with nice fresh water. The water is extremely refreshing. It's not like a hot water pouring out of the fountains, because the tubes actually run deep underneath the ground. So even on the hottest day, the water is nice and fresh, and it's just so delicious and beautiful. So don't spend your money on bottled water. Just bring with yourself a bottle like this one, or buy one in Italy, and just fill it up and keep using it. It's honestly, it's the best thing in the world. Italy is going to be already expensive, guys. The last thing you need is to spend more money on something that is free here. So, all right, sunscreen. You can get a sunscreen if you don't want to bring with you one. I totally understand. You can get a sunscreen at any pharmacy here, even most grocery stores. So don't worry about bringing one with you if you don't have enough space in your luggage, or if you're just going to bring carry-on. So make sure that you get one, because you are going to be burned, guys. It is very, very hot. And also for lips, guys, I actually burned my lips this summer so badly. I'm actually now constantly putting sunscreen on my lips as well. There are those of you who do not know, I actually discovered it this year. I know. I can't believe I didn't know about it, but there are actually sunscreens for your lips. It's like in the form of a lipstick. So just make sure that you also protect your lips, because I cannot believe that I burned my lips. It was very, very painful experience. So, and then comfortable shoes, guys. Comfortable shoes. I'm not going to dedicate time to talking about shoes. I talk about it in almost all of my videos, but just please make sure to bring comfortable shoes, guys. Please. You're going to be walking so much. Your feet need to stay comfortable. They need to breathe. So comfortable shoes are a must. The only exception here is, please remember that here in Italy, people don't wear gym shoes outside of the gym. So if you are going to wear sneakers, just wear those sneakers that the ones that you wear on the streets, not the ones that you wear in the gym. And again, remember that most of the time flip-flops are only worn in beach towns, unless they are leather flip-flops. So that is the only exception. Leather flip-flops you can wear in big cities. And finally, guys, sunglasses. Definitely bring a good pair of sunglasses. Definitely do. I talked about it in one of my videos. I said, if you don't have a good pair of sunglasses, a quality one, definitely invest into one. In Italy, good pair of sunglasses is an absolute must. Let's see the questions. Thinking keeping north now since going in August. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would do Lake Como. I would do the Dolomites. Yeah, if you are if you want to escape the heat, I would do that. Absolutely. Would I find La Roche-Posay SPF in Italy? Yes, I actually, that's the one that I use, and it's actually very, very popular in Italy. You will find it in most pharmacies, absolutely. European SPF is so much better. That's one of my items to get. Yeah, I know. I love it too. I absolutely love it. That is the one I use. Oh, Rhonda is here. Hi, Rhonda. Thanks for the tips to save time, money, and energy. Hi, Rhonda. Nice to see you. All right, guys. I cannot believe it, but I think we actually went through all the items on my list, and I answered I don't know how many questions. Thanks so much for all your advice. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. My mouth hurts. I talked for so long. I'm going to be very quiet for the next few hours. But guys, I truly hope that you found this live beneficial. Any last questions? Any last questions before we wrap up? Going once, going twice. All right, guys. Please remember that, again, if you are interested in getting more information, more in-depth information, more details on traveling in Italy, Rome, and I'm talking about very specific ones like best pizzerias in Rome or best terraces in Rome, or what's happening in Rome on that particular week that you will be traveling, or Italy in general, or what are the best islands to visit in Greece, or et cetera, et cetera. So anything more specific like that, anything more detailed, I'm going to be sharing with my Patreon community. And I invite you all to join it if you do want more of my tips, more of my information, more in-depth, more detailed recommendations as suggestions. I will be sharing it all with my exclusive Patreon community. Again, you don't have to do it if you don't want to, absolutely. But of course, it would mean a lot for me if you do join. So, and thank you so much, Anastasia. You're very welcome. I said welcome. Oh my God. That was so Eastern European, guys. Welcome. Amazing time. Amazing time indeed. I'm so happy, guys, to be able to talk to you today, because I feel like I haven't done live in so long, and I was just really looking forward in connecting with you guys, to seeing how you're doing, what kind of questions you guys have, and just, I don't know, just chatting, because sometimes, when I do film videos, I speak into a camera, and of course I imagine all of you there on the other side. But again, when I film videos, there is no that back and forth interaction. I film it and then that's it. And I just love when I do lives, I actually talk to you guys, I share with you the information, and then I get that immediate feedback. I love that so much. So that is something very, very special, and I promise, guys, I will do more lives going forward. All right, guys, if you have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below. I truly hope that you will have the most incredible rest of July. More videos to come. You guys know I always create videos. And oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Alec, for the for the, what's that called? I don't know what's that called. They're called like super likes, super something. But I love that feature. I love that new feature that they've done. I appreciate it. So yeah, guys, pretty much leave me questions, leave me comments, lots of new content to come. I already know exactly what I'm going to be focusing on filming in Greece for you. You guys voted, you told me what you want to see, what kind of content you want to see from Greece. So lots of Greek content is coming from me to you very, very soon. Lots of content for Italy. If you have any questions for me, if you want me to cover a certain topic, definitely leave me those kind of comments, and I read all of them. I love getting the feedback from you guys. I love questions, you guys know. All right, I'm barely speaking at this point. It hurts. I don't know how professors do that at the university. It's crazy. I'm literally, my jaw is in pain. So all right, guys, have the most beautiful Sunday. Again, thank you so much for joining. I love you guys. You're the best. I have the best fabulous community in the world. I really, truly so proud of having you guys all been here. Thank you. Have the most beautiful Sunday, and I will talk to you very soon. See you all in the next video. Bye, guys.